Hello, Facebook, and hello, Instagram. It's Anna coming to you again tonight for my 30-day manifesting blitz. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Anna. I've already said that, and you're on my page, so you'd probably know me. But my name is Anna, and I am a manifesting coach, creator of the Manifest Intensive program, which I launched in January. So I've been coaching clients both in the United States and in Australia, and it's been an amazing experience. So what I wanted to share with you, hey Belinda, hey Anissa, good to see you. What I wanted to share with you, and hi Sarah down the bottom on Instagram, I wanted to clear up a misnomer in the manifesting world. Now, people talk a lot about positive thinking, and I want to clear it tonight and tell you why it's a load of shite. Excuse the French. So now, manifesting or positive thinking is important, but positive thinking can also cover up what actually needs to be dealt with and what needs to be healed. Hi, Cherie. So now, the thing about positive thinking that, it's about this perspective of seeing the glass either half full or half empty. That's a perspective. But when we suppress how we feel, like positive thinking is one thing, but recognizing how we feel or using this positive thinking as like a band-aid effect on actually how we're truly feeling can be detrimental. Good to see you, Cherie. So it can be detrimental, and it can suppress hurts from the past that need to be brought up, that need to be healed. So we all carry childhood wounds. It doesn't matter who you are, we carry childhood wounds. Now, in manifesting is all about the feeling of deservability. Now, if we use positive thinking to try and manifest, we have these desires, we turn them into affirmations, and we just think and think and think away. How many people have I said, because I do free calls as well, like 30-minute manifesting mastery calls to help people identify what's holding them back. So people, come to me and they say, well, I want the money, or I want the job. Mostly it's about money, or I want the relationship, or they're wanting something on the external world. And then they say, I've read all the books, I've done courses, I've had coaching and etc., but it's not working. So this is the thing about manifesting. So you cannot manifest something if you feel unworthy of it. No amount of positive thinking is going to shift that for you. You really need to clear the blocks from believing in your greatness, which means dealing with the past hurts, the past pain, whatever we're suppressing in our reality. Now, in order to be able to manifest something, you need to be on the same energetic level as what that thing is. Now, that's what I teach in my Manifest Intensive. We teach manifesting, but the manifesting side is the last part of the program. What we teach and what I teach people in the first part of the program is about releasing all of these blocks, releasing these hurts, transmuting those pains and those negative emotions and negative feelings about, what they've experienced in their lives. Hey, Sandy. So you have to, if you want to manifest something in your reality, as I was saying earlier, no amount of positive thinking is going to work until you've done the clearing. You need to do the clearing. You need to heal the wounds. You need to make your heart whole and complete. It's already whole and complete, but you've got to bring your awareness and your knowing into that wholeness and completeness in order to be able to manifest what it is. So, for example, I was saying that before about if you want to attract more money in your reality, you won't be able to attract more money in your reality if you don't have the worthiness, or if you feel unworthy to attract that into your life. So you've got to ask yourself, so how can I feel better? How can I feel better? How can I raise my energy to attract more greatness into my life, to attract that new job, or that new car, or that new relationship, or the financial abundance? You have to ask yourself these questions. So it's about healing the heart, not attaining the external things. Remember, the external world, your external world, is a reflection of your internal world. Your reality is a mirror of how you're feeling. The bigger the struggles on the outside, the more empty that you feel within. So tell me where you're tuning in from, guys. I'd love to know where you're tuning in from, which part of the world. I'm here in Australia. If you haven't picked the accent, if you're from another country. So let me know if you're on live. Let me know if you're on the replay. That'd be wonderful. So I've got a few tips here on how you can start to shift your energy, shift your beliefs in manifesting. Every time I do a live, I get an itchy nose. I don't know what that is. Anyway, so this is about healing. This is about healing your journey, healing your life. Hey, Sue. Sue's on Instagram down there. So, okay, this is I've got 5 tips on how you can start to heal the journey to manifesting. Okay, instead of the positive thinking. The positive thinking is good, but only if you've healed what's hurting within. Okay, so here's the first step. The first step is to clear the space. Now, what I mean by clearing the space, it means releasing the disbelief. It's about awakening to your true self. So it's removing the limiting blocks that are holding you back. And that's what I work with my clients in my Manifest Intensive program. So when you start to release those blocks and those past hurts and those past pains, the limiting beliefs, you'll start to get guidance. You'll start to, synchronicities will start to happen. You may be guided to work with a coach. You may be guided to pick up some book somewhere. You may be guided to listen to some audios or something to help you along the way, to help you release what's holding you back. So, and ask for guidance. Whatever your beliefs are, we are in this field of consciousness, which is alive. This field is alive and it responds to you. Simply ask. And that's what they kind of say. Prayer is like that. Ask and it is given. If you need guidance on something, then ask. I always ask. I ask for signs. I ask for clarity. I ask for, I can't remember what else I asked for, but I asked for signs and I asked for clarity. So the universe is hearing you and it's here to support you. It's listening to what you need. It's listening to your desires. So ask. So we clear the space. That's the first step that we do in order to step into the manifesting field. The second part of creating or stepping into manifesting abilities is to get clear. So getting clear. So what do you want? Like people say, I want the money. Okay, great. Well, everybody wants the money, but what's the money going to do for you? What is it going to bring to you in your life? What is it going to enable you to do? And then how are you going to feel? Keyword. How are you going to feel when you have it? So what does it look like? Whatever it is, whatever it is that you want to attract, and what does it look like? The clearer you get on what it looks like, the clearer your energy field will be, the clearer your intention to attracting that thing that you desire. Because if you ask for more money and the universe drops a couple of dollars on your path and you find $2, well, you weren't specific. You weren't specific to say how much you wanted. What did you need? What did it look like? What would be the effect of once you achieve that abundance? So what are the details? So be crystal clear on the details of what it is that you desire to attract into your life. See, so how you will feel when you have those things that you desire is key. Now it's stepping into the visualization, the process of, okay, well, what does that thing look like? For me, for example, I wanted to have a dream home with a swimming pool in there. And I remember a couple of, probably maybe 3 years ago now, two or 3 years ago, my sister had moved into her new house in a new area. And I remember looking up on her balcony, and I remember seeing this, they were developing all of this new land out there. And it was raised really high up on a hill, which had perfect, amazing views of the city. And I just remembered wanting to live there. I didn't know how it was going to be possible, because the blocks are very expensive in this area of Canberra, and I just thought, I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I got clear that that's what I wanted. I got clear that I knew somehow it was going to happen, that somehow I was going to live there. And I just got clear, and I visualized, and I felt, how is it going to feel to live there? How is it going to feel to wake up every morning in my dream home? And then a year after that, because then I let it go. Once I decided what I wanted, I visualized it, I saw it, I felt it, and then I just let it go. And then now we're about to start building our dream home on exactly that area. And at the time, I had no idea how that was going to happen. At the time, it was impossible. But amazing things had happened in order to shift our reality to enable that to come true. So no amount of positive thinking was going to help me get there. It was a system, a process, which I'm sharing with you right now. So you get clear on what you want, and how is it going to feel. Then step 3 is then think it, feel it, and believe it. So when I saw that block, we did this again. We did this another time as well when this was back in 99. They were developing this new area of blocks, and I just said, I don't know how, but I just know that I want to. Oops, no. Rotate your phone. Okay, oops. Sorry guys, I got these messages and I just went to clear them, and then I lost you. Anyway, sorry guys, Facebook, Instagram was waiting for me to come back too. Okay, so you think it, you feel it, and you believe it. And as I was saying, that back in 99, they were developing this land, and I just knew exactly. I got clear on what I wanted, and then I would just think it, feel it, and believe it. When you think it, feel it, and believe it, you solidify the energy of that very thing in your psyche, in your consciousness, in your energetic field. And that's when matter starts to move. That's when you move mountains. That's where reality, that's where those things then start to kick into your reality, and you don't even need to know the how. You just know what you want, be clear about what you want, think it, feel it, and believe it, and just let the universe do its thing. And then the 4th point of that is then chill. So you've just let it happen. Now, if I had decided I wanted to create those things, and then was going crazy about it, and doing so much research, and then trying to positive think my way to that, and you'd get frustrated, because then you're in resistance. When you're in resistance, you're showing the fact that you don't believe. When you're in resistance, you're trying to make things happen. You're forcing things to happen. But everything just happens naturally. It really does. When you step into the belief, when you think it, feel it, and believe it, then just let it happen. So chill, just relax, have faith. Know that the universe is here to support you. Okay, you trust in the universe. And then the last step, which is part of further expansion of the step number 4, is that you just know the universe has your back. Okay, when you know, then you're moving into deliberate creation. When you know, without a shadow of a doubt, you're no longer resonating in the energy of fear or of doubt or of lack. Okay, when you follow those processes, then you're living in a state of as though it's already here. It's exactly like when you've bought a ticket to go on a holiday, okay? You've paid for the ticket, you know it's coming up. There's nothing you don't need to work hard on it. You don't need to research anything. You don't need to wish and positive think your way there. Like, we're going to Japan in 3 weeks, I think, a little bit more than 3 weeks. And we bought those tickets, I think, 6 months ago. But it's exactly like that. It's stepping into that energy. It's knowing that the universe has your back. It's knowing that Adam says, easier said than done. Adam, it's easier said than done, but it's practice. It's practicing stepping into that state. Depends what your energy is, what you're feeling at a core level is what you're vibrating, it's what you're attracting. When you're focusing on what's happening on the external world, that's where you're stepping into resistance, because the external world is the mirror. And it's vigilance, it's discipline, it's vigilance. You know, all my emotions go up and they go down as well. But when you know something with crystal clear clarity, you've already decided what you want. You've decided what it's going to look like. You know what it's going to look like and how it feels. Then that's when you start to edge into belief. And it works all the time. Adam, you need to be surrounded with information that's going to help you stay on that level of belief and resonate in that energy. When you say it's easier said than done, it means you have lack. You have not lack, but you have lack of belief. So focus on that. Think about that. And see how it resonates. Where are you lacking belief in your experience on the external world? What is lacking for you? So just have a think about that, because everything shows up that we truly believe will show up on. And as I was saying earlier, I don't know if you caught the call earlier, Adam, I was talking about how important it is to heal. It's important to release past hurts. That's why positive thinking doesn't work. It doesn't work in terms of you've got to release what's an example of how it's worked for one of your clients? Well, one of my clients, for example, I've had quite a few clients. I'm just trying to think of a clear example of how positive thinking has worked. One of my clients was, I actually said this on a live yesterday. She didn't realize that she was suppressing how she felt. Her entire adult life, she's a really high achiever because she had to prove to herself, based on growing up and her experiences in her growing up, she was caught up in this loop of trying to prove herself to herself because she was struggling with self-worth issues. Now, working with me in my program, she finally started to shift and started to see what she had been doing. And she had said to me, she goes, nobody had ever pointed that out to her, that she was busy constantly in her life because she was running away from herself. And when she started to work on that and focus on that, for the first time in her life, she employed somebody to help her manage the business. For the first time in her life, she was focusing more about herself, her consciousness and her heart space. For the first time in her life, she was starting to see what was missing, what she was pushing away, and she had attracted a couple of new clients in her reality, in her life, in her business. So, and everything takes time. It takes time to build up that resilience. It takes time to believe in yourself. It's not an overnight thing. It's not an overnight, I wish there was like some kind of pill that you could swallow and all of a sudden the world is amazing. All of a sudden, all of your hurts and your pains are released, because suppression won't do anything. Releasing them will. So, that's an example of a client that it's worked for. So what's this, Adam? Nor being negative, just an affirmation right now. Not sure what you mean, Adam, in that nor being negative, just an affirmation right now. If you could clarify what that means, I can expand on that. So number 5 I was saying is that the universe has your back. You know, just like your hand, if you've got your arm out there, you know that your hand is attached to your arm, to your body. It's part of you. You know, everything that you desire is already there. It's already a part of you when you're in energetic alignment. And that's what I do teach my coaching clients with my Manifest Intensive program. So your main goal is to feel good. Your main goal is to feel good. That's okay, Adam. I'm not sure what you meant. That's okay. So your main goal is to feel good. Now, so positive thinking can help you to focus on something that's positive, but as long as it's not suppressing or pushing down what's past hurts that need to be healed. So these are the 5 steps. Okay, so stay committed to the following. Releasing the blocks from having what you desire, okay? Because you can have anything that you desire, because we are creative beings. We're one with our Creator. No matter what your beliefs are, those beliefs pretty much run through all belief systems. You are more powerful than you can ever imagine. So once you release your resistance, you release the blocks to what you desire, that's when you start to create the shift. Then getting clear, step number 2 is make sure you get clear. What does that thing look like? What is it going to give you? What is it going to feel like when it comes in? With crystal clear clarity of all of the details of what it means. What's it going to enable you to do? What's your day to day? What's it going to look like when when you can do all these things, when you attract that thing that you desire? Stepping into belief, so you believe. Ask and it is given. Seek and you shall find. Ask and it is given. Believe that it's on its way. Believe that it's there. Believe it's just waiting for you to be an energetic match to that very thing. So you step into the belief and then you let it go. You just let it go. When you've done the work, you let it go. And then the last step is that you know. When you let it go and when you know, there's the lack or the fear of it not being here disappears. Okay, so that's my little session, daily session, because I'm doing 30 days of my Manifest Intensive. I'm up to today's day 21, so 9 more days I have. Guys, if you want to, if you're inspired, if this has impressed you, or not impressed you, but if it's inspired you to want to know more, I do free 20 to 30 minute calls, manifest mastery calls, where we identify, okay, what's holding you back. Or if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, you can just comment me below and I'll get in touch with you. And for ladies, I have a Journey to Manifesting official Facebook group. Come and join us in there, where we talk all things manifesting. So thank you, guys. If you thought this was great values, and give me I'd love to see some hearts and some likes. That'd be awesome. Hey, Jeannie. Jeannie's just tuned in. So go back and watch the beginning. Hi, Muriel. I will look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow with some other exciting tools, tips, or perspectives on you manifesting the life you truly desire. So it's a good night from me. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Hi, Cindy. Bye for now. See you all tomorrow.